Gangster's freedom is dead. We're coming to get our check.
Black first, my brothers and my sisters, welcome to the Afro Elite YouTube channel. We have much to discuss, so I'm glad that every single last one of you all are here with us this evening because Kendrick Lamar just performed at the Super Bowl, and a lot of people have a lot of things to say about it. A lot of people feel certain type of ways. There was a lot of messaging. There was a lot of people who understood it, a lot of people who loved it, a lot of people who didn't understand it, a lot of people who disliked it. And hold on, my audio is something is up with it.
Am I good now? I'm good. Am I good? Lord. Here we go. Am I okay now? Put the thumbs up emoji if I'm okay. If I'm good, if I'm straight, put the thumbs up emoji and we good. All right. So we good now. We are good. So what I was saying is Kendrick Lamar, he performed at the halftime Super Bowl show. A lot of people loved it. A lot of people didn't like it. Okay. I'm going to give you my opinion on it before we get started. Now, I do understand that everybody is entitled to their own opinion. My opinion may not be your opinion. Your opinion might be different or whatever the case is, and that's absolutely fine. Whatever you decide, based off of what you like, based off of what you wanted to see. I think Kendrick knocked it out the park. I think Kendrick did a phenomenal job, okay? I love the colors that he used representing black people as the American flag because we are the soil of this country, and we've been using flags from other nations. We've been using the red, green, and black flag, the black, black, green, and red, whatever the flag is, right? We've been using other African colors and stuff like that to kind of tie us to Africa, which there's nothing wrong necessarily with Africa. We don't diss Africa. Not here, we don't, all right? And I want this to be understood. Us not claiming Africa is not out of any type of dislike, is not out of any type of disdain, or us looking at Africa as a lesser than continent or countries in Africa as lesser than. It's not that. We just appreciate our difference. So we're starting to mature past using a bunch of African flags and African colors and all of this stuff. Now we've evolved and now we're using our colors. This is why I decided to wear this, okay? The red, white, and blue. Because these are the colors that really represent us. This flag, the thing is reversed, y'all. These are the colors that represent us, whether we like it or dislike it. Now, the longest time, and I want to show this image right here. The longest time we've always been told to have some type of rejection for America and the American flag, that flag does not represent us, that we are mistreated with that flag, which is true. And I do understand really why we have felt that way for the longest time. I really do understand that. But now we've come to a realization that, and we got to get deep with this, that with the system of white supremacy, all flags are anti-black because the system of white supremacy is global. Our brother Neely Fuller, our late brother Neely Fuller Jr. teaches us this. White supremacy is a global system. There is no flag where anti-blackness is not involved in it. There is nowhere where you can go on this planet where you can escape anti-black racism. So if you want to say the American flag is a flag of racism, is a flag of anti-blackness, I will give you that. I will 100% give you that. But if you say that, you also have to say the flag over here in this African country, the flag over here in this African country. A lot of these African countries, they're named after white people. White people gave them their names. This is not their native name. They mapped it out. That's not their original country. That's the country that was mapped out for them to have. Most of the flags here, even some of the flags that were not necessarily influenced by the European, they still have the embodiment in the culture of anti-black racism. The culture that white supremacy still reigns supreme above them. All right. So everywhere you go, you see that. So we should really revamp the way we look at the American flag. And you don't see me sitting up here waving the American flag and, oh yeah, a patriot, a patriot. I'm not doing that. But I want us to understand something as we look at this image again. Colors are not an intrinsic thing, right? When you look at these things, colors are not an intrinsic thing. Colors mean different things to different people. Some people say, well, blue represents calm and steadiness and, flowing and all that stuff. And then other people might say blue represents Crip. Some people might say red represents blood and danger and destruction and fire. And then other people might say red represents passion or love or strength. So different colors mean different things to different people. White literally might represent white people, or white could represent purity. White could represent cleanliness. White could represent a lot of these other things. So I'm saying that to say, and I want you guys to lock in with me as I'm saying this. I'm saying this to say the colors that they have picked for the American flag, that might mean something completely different when they look at the American flag. That might mean something completely different from what I might think of the American flag or what you might think of the American flag. These are two completely different things. So I think it was a really good thing that Kendrick decided to use these colors as he was representing us in the Super Bowl. I think it was. And that's one of the first things that popped out. Now, of course, because of the copyright thing, I'm definitely not going to be risking the channel to play any of the clips, but I want you to take a look at some of the images that we see here. Okay, he pops out on his GNX, which was the name of his last album. Most of the songs he played from the Super Bowl was from that album, which I suspected. A lot of people like, oh, I thought he was going to have more throwbacks. I kind of didn't. I thought he released that album because that was going to be his source for the Super Bowl. So I was not surprised by that at all. But he came out there, he was doing his thing. Another thing that I thought was really interesting that he did is that he brought Samuel L. Jackson to come out there, and Sam played Uncle Sam. And one of the very artistic things about that situation is the fact that Samuel L. Jackson was there and he was constantly making reference to, oh, this is ghetto. You got to stop this. This is not what America wants. Really overseeing. He was being used as an overseeing, or he represented America. And what Kendrick was trying to say is that Kendrick was representing Black America. So it was a difference when he said it was a divide in culture. And you can see here as the American flag is split up. And we're not going to go through all the symbols. But as you can see, the American flag is stood up and he's saying it's in the dividing culture. He's essentially, from my interpretation of this, is saying that there is a divide between white America and Black America, which is, of course, nothing new. But he's saying this. And as Samuel L. Jackson is sitting up there saying, okay, you got to play something nicer. You got to play something more soothing. Okay, less, cultural. Because, we can be relaxed. We can have that R&B, sexy vibe to us. But we can also be political and we can be turned up. As he was playing more turned up songs, you saw Samuel L. Jackson being all, hey, you can't do that. On the same time of he was also teasing Not Like Us because of the controversy with him and Drake. So as he did that, then you had SZA out there, and SZA came out there and she performed. She performed a Luther, which I knew she was going to perform. She also performed All of the Stars, which is an interesting. I didn't think that was going to happen, but Kendrick and SZA came out there and they did their thing. They performed. A lot of people like that. A lot of people was vibing with Kendrick and SZA. I do think, I'm not going to lie, I think Kendrick and SZA do make really good collab projects coming out there. All right. Then you had Mustard come out there. Mustard came out, made an appearance. I was a little bit surprised to see Mustard. I'm not going to lie. You don't really ever, with the exception of Dr. Dre, see any rapper give their producers any type of recognition like that, any type of light and shine. So I thought that was really good that Kendrick gave Mustard that shine, because he didn't really have to, honestly. Okay. But for him to be out there on the halftime thing, I think that was really commendable, because you don't really see, and with the exception of Dr. Dre, that's the only time, and besides that, no other producer, no matter how hard they work, no matter how great their beats are, get that type of recognition to be on stage, unless they're like DJ Khaled, but DJ Khaled really doesn't make the beats or do anything. If you really know about DJ Khaled, he just says DJ Khaled. He doesn't really do anything. So I thought that was really cool. And something else I was surprised to see, I saw Serena Williams. She came out there and she was crip walking on stage, which some people felt some type of way about. Some people felt some type of way. There was a little thing on that. But yeah. So as we're going through this, I want to ask you guys this question. I want to get you guys' opinion on this. I'm going to put a little poll in the chat room. I'm just doing a slight little poll in the chat room, and I would just want to hear what you guys have to say. Let me know what you guys would rank the Kendrick performance. I just want to know what you guys would think. I'm starting the poll right here. So hold on. I'm gonna say, what did you think of performance? What did you think of the pre-4? Hold on. Okay. And then I'm gonna say love it. Okay. And then I'm gonna just do it like this. I'm gonna give 3 options. Hated it. Now we're gonna have some Drake fans hit the hated it button. I already know that, but the poll is up now. The poll is up right now. I just want to give everybody, because my opinion may not be your opinion. Do y'all see the poll? The poll is up. Do y'all see it? My opinion may not be your opinion, so I don't want to imply anything on the audience, but that's what I thought. But a lot of people had a lot of things to say that they didn't like it. Here's Charlie Kirk. He was tweeting about it. He said, "This is not my style. This music is not my style." Well, of course, because it has season, it has flavor, it has style, it has rhythm. So it's not going to be Charlie Kirk's style at all. It's not going to be his style. Okay. You had other people out here. I mean, I'm talking about they was whining and complaining, y'all. You had other people out like, tell me I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one needing subtitles for this. So a lot of people were saying he was mumbling, couldn't be heard, boo up the bam. Oh, people was getting upset. People was in a tizzy about the situation. You have more people look like there's the ultimate DEI. So now they're calling the Super Bowl thing DEI. Now they're calling Kendrick performing DEI. If you all don't know, Jay-Z picks the NFL Super Bowl halftime shows. This is why they all suck. All caps. Suck so bad. Suck, suck, suck. And why you don't get these country music, rock, or classic acts. I want you guys to understand, a code for country music is white. Rock music or classic rock is white. All right? I want you to understand that, because they don't consider Beyonce country. They don't consider black people doing anything rock. When they say that, that means white people doing it, because they don't acknowledge at all that these genres originated with black people. These are our original genres. They don't acknowledge that. All right? They don't. So when they say that, if it was black people doing that, or if even the genres were 50-50 black, they wouldn't have said that. And then it says it's all rap and hip hop. Sir, rap has just now been entered into the Super Bowl. You can only name this time, and then the other time before where you had 50 Cent and Snoop Dogg and all that. You can only name those 2 times where you had rappers out there performing at the Super Bowl. Okay. Then he continues to say, demand DEI get removed from the NFL. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, they're triggered. They're triggered. All right. And then here we go. Not a single white person allowed on stage. The racism of these people is total. So that's another thing that a lot of people are complaining about. When people looked at the stage, when people looked at the crowd, you saw that all of the people there were black. They were all black. Now, were they all black American? We don't know, probably. But they were all, well, actually, not really, because you did have that one dude running with the Gaza flag. You know what I'm saying? So they were all black people there. And now they're sitting up there, well, there were no white people weren't in. Notice the word he used, allowed. Not a single white person allowed on stage. The racism of these people. Okay. I want y'all to keep in mind, y'all. Just so we're here with it. Keep in mind that these are the same people who claim that they don't see color. They claim that they don't see race. When something is all white, they be all like, oh, all white? What? I didn't know. I'm colorblind. I don't see color. I just see the personality. When things are all white, that's fine. And we shouldn't see color. We shouldn't racialize everything. But the one time something is all black, it's like, where's the white people? I can't believe this. This is racism. That's what they do. From the people who claim that we shouldn't see color, and that color doesn't exist, and we're all human beings. And he's not the only one. I'm telling you, they was crying. Look, hashtag Super Bowl. Not one single white face is this halftime show. They would be screaming racism from the top of the mountain if a white performer had no blacks mixed in. Oh, yeah. Oh, they mad. Oh, they are upset. Here's some more. I'm just wondering, is there some reason the NFL believes there is no white performer worthy to do a halftime show? Really? Really, ma'am? White performer worthy to do a halftime show. As if white people have never been performing at the halftime show. As if that's never happened before. But now they say there's no white people worthy. You see how dramatic they did. Lord have mercy, the drama. She says, at least 5 Super Bowl halftime performers were black or Hispanic. Now, Hispanic, that's low-key white. At least 5. Ma'am, how many halftime shows? Ain't we at like, what, halftime 50? Aren't we on like the 50th one? Which one are we on? And you're going to name 5? 5, so you mean the white people perform 10 times more and then black and Hispanic? No, we're not going to do that. Y'all just had Maroon 5, Justin Timberlake, Katy Perry. Come on now. And that was in recent time. Now she's going to cherry pick the black ones. Okay. And there were white performers when the black people were performing as well, too. I mean, remember, hold on. When Snoop Dogg came out and he performed with 50 Cent, and then they had Mary J. Blige, who else showed up? Do y'all not remember Eminem performing at the Super Bowl? Does that not count? Does Eminem not count, y'all? When Dr. Dre was there, does Eminem not count? Because he was there too. So you got to give him that. Okay. Now, come on now. Y'all got to count Eminem. And then it says, quote, I'm not a bigot. Really? Could have fooled me. I'm not a bigot, but it isn't strange. Or am I wrong to wonder? Okay. Oh, Lord. Ooh, they was mad, y'all. They was upset. They were mad. You have more people out here sitting up there. The halftime show you just watched is clearly a regime response to Trump's historic gains with black men. Now that's interesting. That's an interesting take on it. Because there are some other people trying to politicize this, make it seem like this was a big diss to Donald Trump. Let me tell you something. I don't think that it was. I don't think that Kendrick did this in a response to Donald Trump being president. I think that Kendrick was always going to perform this. Now, remember, Kendrick was announced to be performing at the Super Bowl last summer. This was before, if I'm not mistaken, this was even before Biden dropped out. So Kendrick didn't do this. It's not like he was announced to do this because of Biden and Kamala. Kendrick was always going to perform this way. This was how Kendrick was going to perform regardless, because despite who's president, there still is black culture in here. There still is a need to put this message out here, regardless of Donald Trump and regardless of all of that. So this was very important how he did it. But you have a lot of people hating on Kendrick. You got a lot of people upset, and we're going to play some of the clips. Now, we got to understand that some of this stuff was coming from Drake fans. And speaking of Drake fans, I can't go. Why is my thing freezing up like this? Speaking of Drake fans, I couldn't do it without bringing up the ultimate Drake fanboy. This man has determined. Okay, hold on. That's weird. Hold on. What's going on? Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm trying to. Oh my God, what's going on? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. What the hell? I can't. Okay, hold on. I'm having major technical issues right now. Okay. What is, hold on. What is going on? Wait, give me 1 second, y'all. Give me one. Okay. They're not letting me click on anything. What's going
Okay, we're back. I don't know what's going on. Y'all give me a thumbs up if I'm good, because we're back here. Literally, I'm clicking on everything and nothing. I'm like, nothing's going on. You can hear me, but I can't touch anything. I literally have to shut my computer down. And I'm muffled again.
Okay. Am I good now? All right. I should be okay now, shouldn't I? Okay. Sound bad. Give me a thumbs up if I'm good. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh. Okay, I'm good. Back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, and I appreciate you guys. We lost a lot of people in a short amount of time. Y'all come back. I said I was gonna be gone for a few minutes. We lost almost 100 people. What y'all doing? Come, everybody. Can we like this? Can y'all make sure that we like this? Boy, folks is impatient. Lord, I'm trying to get it together. Y'all like this so we can get as many people back as possible. I appreciate y'all for staying. I said I'd be right back. Gosh, man, y'all got other things to do. Come on now, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. But anyway, as we are coming back, oh, Lord, Jesus, they were like, Afro gone, I'm gone. I'm back. Okay, shit. Anyway. Yeah, no patience. We're gonna get to some of the people who don't like Kendrick because of Drake. Some of the Drake's fans, you know what I'm saying? They you know what I'm saying? They just in love with Drake, and they ain't never gonna let Drake go, and they feel like Drake is their savior. They feel like Drake is some type of don't every time. Oh God, what the hell? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. What is going on? Hold on. What is Okay, hold on. What is going on? I've never had this issue. Hold on. Y'all just give me, I don't know. Okay. Okay. All right, hold on, y'all. Damn. Y'all give me 1 second. I've literally never had this before. Now my laptop, I'm not able to click on essentially anything. Hold on, give me one quick second, everybody. All right, hold on. Okay. Should be good now. We should be back. We lost some time, and that was unfortunate. That was unfortunate, but we are good. I'm gonna just click some things, make sure we're good. We got a super chat actually. Thank you, Darlene. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? This stuff is not easy to set up. I don't know why this is happening. This has never happened before where I'm clicking things and I can't click it or whatever the case is. It's never happened before. So it's actually very upsetting, to be very honest with you, but I'm going to be very calm and cool about it. But it's very, 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 very upsetting. Like, it's pissing me off type of upsetting, but I'm not going to let that get to me. I'm not. Had to reset the computer again. And now I'm on a different browser even. So it is what it is. Sometimes things happen, but you know, you gotta muscle through like I always do. See, I just rhymed there. Kendrick, bring me on. Shit. Anyway, we're going to, since we're talking about, you know, since we up here talking about Kendrick fans and we're talking about all of the people who, all of the people who are upset at Kendrick for performing so well. Drake is out here making a stance. Drake is out here. I don't know if I could play that because that might be a copyright thing because he's on stage. But I tell you what I will play. Let me pull this up real quick. I'm going to play this from Drake's #1 fan, DJ Academics. Now, DJ Academics out here going outside over Drake, which is something that nobody should be really surprised about at this point. Nobody really should be that surprised. Everybody knows what DJ Academics is on. So this is DJ Academics. Let me bring this up, make this full screen for everybody. I'll play this right here.
You niggas don't leak shit. Y'all niggas suck dick. I told y'all what's gonna happen. It fucking happened. You nigga like, yo, nothing bigger than the chat, nigga. Let me tell you, I got that nigga Kendrick's fucking Super Bowl performance. A nigga who worked at the fucking arena is a chat nigga. Fuck who niggas labels tight to me. And they pay me. But we gonna work it out. Can't beat the chat. Stop it.
Okay, so what? Let me give you some context. What happened is that, of course, you have to have he would have to have his performance mapped out, right? Kendrick would have to have his performance mapped out, and he would have to have that be established between him, the staff, the faculty, the dancers, all of this. So allegedly, that got leaked to DJ Academics, who shared it online, like the song list, the orders that the song was going to be played, who was going to come up, when they were going to come up, all of these things. Allegedly, that got leaked. Now, if we all know, we've said this before many times, DJ Academic like literally glazes over Drake. DJ Academics is like he has daydreams and dreams about Drake. Like he has some weird obsession with Drake. And it's kind of on the verge of homosexuality. I'm not going to put that out there, but it's something that heterosexual men would find very odd, to have this obsession with Drake, and Drake is not his friend. They've never met. But he's out here saying he's out here saying, is my audio good? Somebody said wet dreams. That's probably accurate. That's probably accurate. Out here tripping over Drake, absolutely tripping over Drake. So much so that he risked even legal trouble by spreading out the leaked information about the Super Bowl performance, which didn't really do the damage that he's sitting up here acting like it did. I just want to give you guys the context of that. He's out here thinking, and he's proud of himself. He's happy because he's out here thinking that he like somehow sabotaged the performance, or he somehow worsened the performance, or whatever the case. He's out here thinking that. All right. So that's the context of this, but let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. All right.
I'm saying that's how I got it.
I took a car.
Get my Interscope. How'd you get it? The NFL hit me. Act, we gonna sue you. We'll do the. I told him, I said, I'm going to call him Drake. No, I Drake my man, but y'all going to sue me? Because I don't sue. Actually, I would sue. I'm playing. Actually, I would. Anyway, they sent me an email this morning. They said, don't mention the track list. Because apparently when we leaked it, they got paranoid. You know what I did? I went live on Rumble. Shout out to Rumble. I went live on Twitter, and I leaked that bitch. I just want to show y'all, any of y'all journalists who ever think y'all on my level, suck a dick. I'm going to end it like that because I don't fuck with none of y'all. I see all y'all trying to kick my back in because y'all thought I was done. I'm going to keep leaking everything. I don't fuck with y'all. I don't fuck with Kendrick. I don't fuck with no artist. It's going to be like that for life. Just keep sucking dick and keep getting info from me.
All right.
You niggas.
So that's, you know, you have the Kendrick fans out here that, I mean, and he's doing this. I want you guys to understand something. As we pulling up some more clips, I want you guys to really understand that Kendrick never did anything to DJ Academics. Now you would think that. Hold on. Why is this? Hold on. Okay. Now, it's loading, but it's taking a long time. What the fuck is? Okay, it's taking a second to come up. But as we waiting on that, okay, it's not responding. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Again, just give me 1 second. I'm closing this stuff out. Okay. So let me get this off screen. I'll talk to y'all while we pull up the clip. I want you guys to understand, Kendrick has not done anything to DJ Academics at all. He's never done anything, never mentioned him, never dissed him or anything like that. DJ Academics is out here seeking vengeance on another man's behalf. He's literally out here seeking vengeance because Drake is getting beat up left and right. Now, here's the thing. Was Kendrick always going to perform Not Like Us at the Super Bowl? More than likely. That's the biggest song of last year. It would be a big missed opportunity for him not to do it. It would be a big missed opportunity. I don't see why he wouldn't do it. But the thing is that Drake definitely made sure that he did it when he tried that lawsuit. So when he tried that lawsuit, he made sure that he was like, okay, if you're going to sue about it, then let me do it. Okay. So I think Drake put it on himself because let's be honest, there was a chance that Kendrick wasn't going to do it. It was a chance that Kendrick was not going to perform. Okay, hold on for a second. Okay, hold on. Okay. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, hold on. This clip's taking so long. These clips are taking a very long time to load up. But it would have been one thing if, you know, it would have been something. Kendrick might not have done it if Drake didn't go above and beyond, but Drake did. And you have other Drake fans, other Drake haters out here. Look at this. Where is it? It's coming up. That's what I'm saying. More than likely, Kendrick would have always performed that song. It was almost a 100% chance. But Drake doing what he did definitely made it a chance.
Imagine winning 5 Grammys and
Listen
having
to
the
this,
most
y'all.
boring halftime show ever. Well, Kendrick Lamar just did it. This is how people reacted. Can you imagine winning 5 Grammys and having the most boring halftime show ever? Well, Kendrick Lamar just did it. This is how people reacted in person. I'm sorry, but there was just no juice in that entire arena. And watching it from home, I kind of felt like Okay, you keep talking about Drake, you keep alluding to Drake, fine, we get it. All you got in your mouth is Drake. Like, there has to be some other substance besides riding Drake, I'm sorry. You've got folks who know Kendrick like, this is the worst show I've ever seen. And Drake revived his career, so it almost turned on his head. Like, Kendrick was ragging on Drake for months and everybody was playing into it, but now he didn't do it too much and people are like, damn, you really ain't nothing without Drake right now. Like, we have to understand what kind of event the Super Bowl is. The Super Bowl is a corporate event. It is not an underground event. It's not Kendrick fans. It's a corporate thing. So this isn't really Kendrick's target audience. I understand that. But as a performer, and a great performer like Kendrick is, you have to understand that and adapt your performance to understand that. You got to get the crowd hype. Like, this is bad. No one's moving, no one's singing. The only part that saved this show was people singing A minor for about 2.5 seconds. That was it. But you know what? Let me know down below. Was this the worst halftime show you've ever seen? And was it all Kendrick's fault?
Okay. So let's break that down. And I do want to pause it because I don't know what's going on with the computer or whatever the case is. But his eyes was bucking. He was bucking his eyes. He did mention Alan Ross. And Alan Ross did have this to say about it. Alan Ross said, what did he say? Right here. This Kendrick halftime show is the worst I've ever seen. Drake revived Kendrick Lamar's career. My only question to that is, if Drake revived Kendrick's career, why can't Drake revive his own career? That's my only question. If Drake is the one who is responsible for Kendrick's success and Kendrick's career being revived, why can't he do that for himself? That's my only question. Now, the dude in the video was like, oh, people who know Kendrick. Aiden Ross doesn't know Kendrick like that. Well, how are you saying? He make it seem like, oh, that's a Kendrick. No, Aiden Ross was doing an interview with Drake. Aiden Ross was always on Drake's side. So, of course, Aiden Ross going to say that. Aiden Ross is a hater. And then this man's all like, the crowd wasn't feeling it. Well, first off, that's only one angle of the crowd. Let's be very clear. There are other angles of the crowd where the crowd was very much so feeling it. The crowd was very much so into it. But you had him out here saying that this was the worst Super Bowl halftime show ever done, which is wild. That is wild that he said that. Then you have this guy out here. Listen to this. Lord have mercy.
The Super Bowl was whack. That was one of the worst halftime shows in recent memory. First of all, Kendrick Lamar is not mainstream. Like, people do not know those songs. The white people at the Super Bowl party that I was with, he may as well have been speaking Mandarin. All right, because nobody knew.
I'm very sure that the white people you were at the Super Bowl party with didn't know those songs. I believe him when he says that. I believe him when he says that. Okay. Yeah, he was like, the white people I was with didn't know those songs. I'm sure they didn't. See, that's the thing about a guy, you know what I'm saying? Don't got no facial hair. It's always a red flag. Always a red flag. All right. But I'm sure he didn't.
These songs.
And to say Kendrick isn't mainstream because the people he's with didn't know those songs. Is he less mainstream? Because let's go through it. Because a lot of people saying, oh, well, Kendrick isn't big enough. People don't know his songs. Let's be honest. How many people really know Katy Perry songs like that? How many people really know J-Lo songs like that? People can name one or two, or Shakira. How many people are they? Is Shakira mainstream? Is J-Lo today? Is J-Lo mainstream? Now you're talking about somebody who in one night won 5 Grammys with a single song. The song he performed at the Super Bowl. He's not mainstream enough. Okay. But I mean, but Maroon 5 is mainstream. Justin Timberlake is mainstream. I just want to, like, where do we get the mainstream versus not the mainstream? Where do we like draw that line? Because the people you're with didn't know their songs. I'm pretty sure if you bought the Beatles up here, a lot of people wouldn't know the Beatles songs either. Okay. I'm sure the people he's with didn't know none of the songs because the people he's with probably don't listen to black artists, period. But let's continue.
who he's rapping about outside of Not Like Us, obviously, but nobody knows these songs. Second of all, Blickety Black Black, I'm So Much Blacker Than You. Halftime shows are very passe. Like, that stuff peaked in the BLM era. It's very not of this moment. It very much does not work. And
Blickety Black Black, I'm so much blacker than you. Okay. Where's that from? Why is he saying that? Where's the blickety black black? I'm blacker. No, that's not the message in it. And this is coming from the ideology of somebody who would be aligned with white supremacists. Anything that is remotely black or speaks on the culture, speaks on Black America, they be all like, oh, that's too black, 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 black. Get that black stuff out of here. Even though it's Black History Month, he's a black performer who's known to make music like this. This isn't just coming out of left field. I don't understand how everybody didn't understand that there was going to be something like this. Everybody should have understood that, but no. He didn't. He's saying it sucked. Oh, Bickley back. That was during the BLM era. Okay.
also, it's been done better. So at this point, nobody cares. Third of all, 43-year-old mother of two, Serena Williams, in a bad blonde wig, like crip walking, is embarrassing. Like, I'm embarrassed for her. She should be embarrassed for herself. It's just all really, really past.
42-year-old Serena Williams out here crip walking. Now, she's not a single mother, though she's married to a Caucasian. So, anyway, okay, was that embarrassing? I didn't think that was like. Well, I could see if she was out there twerking. Now, if she was out there twerking, if she was out there shaking ass, and she was out there licking a pole or doing something super sexual or something like that, I would agree. I would say, like, okay, you too old. You got children. You shouldn't be moving like that. But she out there crip walking, and she didn't do it that much anyway. So she out there did a little crip walk dance or whatever the case is, because she was referenced in some of the songs that Kendrick performed anyway, and she's from Compton. So did I see it as some type of big embarrassment? Personally, no. Okay. Now, I just want to say, he got an issue with Serena. But when Taylor Swift was crip walking, when Kendrick won those Grammys, nobody said that Taylor Swift, that was inappropriate. I just want you guys to understand the standard. Because when Kendrick won those Grammys at the Grammy, he won 5 Grammys. The only one who was getting up and crip walking was Taylor Swift. Everybody else was kind of bobbing, singing along. She was out there little crip walking for real, for real. And there was no article saying she was ratchet, that was classless, that was tasteless, wrong place, wrong time. Nobody said boo. Nobody said anything at all. Then when Serena gets up there, they're all like, oh my God, don't you have this? This is so out there on stage. I want you to keep this in mind. When Taylor did it, she wasn't on stage or anything like that. She was in a crowd full of people. She was doing that, a part of the choreograph. When Serena was doing it, it was a part of the choreographed dance. And now I'm not saying this because I'm a Serena fan, like her or dislike her. It was a part of the performance. And you're saying that it was a bad look for her to be a part of the performance, at all? But it's not a bad look when Taylor does that or anything. I just want to understand the standard so we can be here. We can be here with it. All right. Let's continue.
Say there is nothing about that halftime performance that worked. So what I need to tell the NFL, Rock Nation, anybody who's doing that Super Bowl, try to make a show that's for all of America, because that was not for all of America. That was for like a fringe that knows Kendrick Lamar and that knows.
Why did it pause?
Nation, anybody who's doing that Super Bowl, try to make a show that's for all of America, because that was not for all of America. That was for like a fringe that knows Kendrick Lamar and that knows.
Okay. Now I don't want to play. Let's be honest. When they say all of America, that means don't do anything that's going to make white people uncomfortable. Because the only people you really see complaining about it are them, and there are Drake fans. That's really it. Nobody else is out here acting like that was a bad performance, the worst performance ever. Nobody's out here doing that. but they're saying that, you know, it wasn't appealing enough to white people, and white people represent all of America. It doesn't matter if we're unappeased. It doesn't matter if we're unentertained. It doesn't matter if we're displeased by a performance. If they like it, it's good. If they don't like it, it's not good. And we got to stick to that. All right. We have to stick to that. I don't want to risk playing it like, I don't know what's going on with my thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this directly off TikTok. I wanted to show y'all this. Lord have mercy. Y'all look at this, y'all. Y'all look at this. Okay, here we go. I'll just do it like this. So this is, oh Lord, y'all just brace yourself. Just brace yourself. Brace yourself.
His job last night because it got you talking about him and his performance. And that's what it was, a performance. It was performance in perspective through him. He says, a revolution's coming, but you picked the wrong guy. But is he honestly believing that Kamala Harris was going to be the one to lead this? The one that's a career politician that locked up more people of black people for marijuana charges than ever? At the end of the day, America does have a history, right? We all know that there was...
He brought up Kamala. Kendrick didn't, from what I understand, Kendrick never endorse Kamala Harris. He never endorsed her. He didn't reference her at the Super Bowl halftime show or even Trump at the Super Bowl halftime show at all. Like I'm saying, he was announced to be performing well before the election was over with. So when he's saying, because he's referencing the fact that Kendrick was all like, the revolution will be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong one, or something like that. Now he's sitting up there all like, oh, are you saying Kamala was the right one? No, this ain't got, see, it's going over all these white folk. It ain't got nothing to do with Kamala at all, or even Trump. Okay. But they taking any slight diss at America or anything like that as a diss to white people. Okay, hold on. All right, might as well do it like this. But let's continue.
Slavery in this country.
Hold on, now he gonna go to slavery.
A politician that locked up more people of black people for marijuana charges than ever. At the end of the day, America does have a history, right? We all know that there was slavery in this country, but we also had a civil war to end it. And the side that wanted to end it won. All right. We've had Barack Obama, Kamala Harris ran for president. You got the ability, if you have the right mindset and not the victim mindset. This is what I believe.
So, okay. Because we got to break things down as they come, because he's with a lot of the BS. So he said, yeah, we did have slavery. Let me just break it down real quick. He's saying, yes, we did have slavery. We had slavery, but we had a civil war to end it. Now, the people who fought for the Civil War didn't want to fight for the Civil War. The Civil War was fought really to save the Union more than to end slavery. A lot of people who are in the Union, a part of the Union, didn't want to be and didn't want slavery to end, including Abraham Lincoln didn't want slavery to end. But that was the only way to save the Union. But they want to bring it up like, oh yeah, we fought this Civil War to end slavery. You fought it against who? Your own people. They fought against their own people. And what does that wash away slavery? Because all of the people who fought for they still don't want to give no reparations. Y'all don't want to give reparations, but y'all want us to give you guys credit for a civil war, which my ancestors had to partake in order for y'all to win. Because the Confederacy was going to beat the Union. If y'all didn't understand that, the Confederacy was going to beat the Union until black soldiers entered into the Union and fought with the Union to defeat the Confederacy. That's the only reason. Even Abraham Lincoln acknowledged that without the black soldiers, they would have lost. So what do y'all want, some credit for a fight we won? A fight we won? Y'all want us to give y'all credit? Okay. Then he brings up Barack Obama, and we have Barack Obama. Kamala Harris ran. Kamala Harris ain't black, so that she don't get no points for anything at all. Obama's a anchor baby tether. Okay, so you ain't getting no credit for that either. So, and this is the whole, was Obama supposed to be the indicator that racism was over with? Was we supposed to just forget about racism and forget about white supremacy because we had an Obama in office? Like, I mean, I get we had slavery, but what about Obama? I mean, he literally pulled that card. He literally pulled that card. Lord have mercy. Now he's going to talk about how we should abandon our victim mindset. Here we go. Here we go.
You got the ability, if you have the right mindset and not the victim mindset. This is what I believe as an empowerment coach, is that at the end of the day, if you keep believing that you are a victim and that the system is rigged against you, what that's doing to you is programming you to keep you down. All right. Kendrick Lamar is a multi-millionaire making millions of dollars off the pain and suffering of you. All right.
He's making millions of dollars off the pain and suffering of us. Okay. Because he raps about things that were a part of his life and his culture. Now, if Kendrick rapped about his money, and now I want y'all to understand, when they say white supremacy takes both sides of the argument, they really do. Let me break that down. Because if Kendrick raps about, oh, yeah, I got all of this money, I got millions of dollars, I'm a multimillionaire, I got these cars, I got these clothes, I got this fame, I got this, I got this, that, I'm rich, I'm living it up. They would have said, you see, that's the thing with black music. All you guys talk about is materialistic things. There's no substance to it. That's what they say when rappers rap about that, right? When rappers rap about materialistic things, when they rap about fame, when they rap about money, when they rap about women, when they rap about all of this stuff, they say there's no substance. This is black culture, and black culture has no substance at all. I can't believe it. They do all that. They get to typing away. I can't believe this N-word. I can't believe he would say something about money and drugs. I can't believe it. They would say that. Okay, fine. So when a rapper comes out and says something about the culture, about stuff going on in the real world, then it's going to be like, oh, that victim mentality. I can't believe you're still thinking about slavery. It's no winning with them. I want y'all to understand that. It's literally no winning. Okay? They on one hand, they'll say rappers don't have any substance, black culture, and they love and promote the rappers that do that. They love the rappers that rap about drugs and women and all that stuff. They be going to their concerts a lot. And then when brutality comes, they'd be all like, hold on. Well, Future encouraged kids to do drugs, so you should blame him, not the police. The police shot him in the back of the head. That's nothing to do with that or racism or anything. You should blame Future and Rick Ross for that because they be rapping about. So they like to blame black culture when they find it degenerate. They like to highlight that and be all like, y'all gotta stop that. We don't have that in white culture. Y'all gotta stop doing that. That is just so degenerate and ghetto. Okay, then when we rap about something that has substance to it, that has a message to it, that we can connect with, that's not degenerate, that's not ghetto, that's not none of that. It's, oh my God, get out of that victim mentality. I can't believe it. Then they start typing and getting all upset. Why was there no white people? This is DI. I hate it as racism. So there's no winning. I want you to understand that. It is, they were going to complain no matter what. It is winning because what they want is white people to be on the spotlight of everything. That's what they really want. They want them to be all like, DEI means that white people are not on top and everybody else is at the bottom. That's what it means because they believe in inherence. They believe in inherence. They believe in literally giving things. Like you have a parent who gives the house, who gives the business, who gives the property to the children. They don't believe that if my dad owns this house, when he dies, I gotta fight for the house. No, the house is mine. I inherited the house from my father. They believe that. They believe they should inherit superior positions because of the system of white supremacy. They believe that. All right. They do. So anytime something challenges that or brings up and highlights the fact that America still has problems, then it's this victim mentality. All right. This is victim mentality. Except when you're talking about white people being the victim, because they never say that white people are the victim at all when they complain. But let's continue. Let's let this man go. Let's let him go. So he's saying that Kendrick was talking about and I don't know what he said that implied he had a victim mindset, but okay.
So this is where you as an individual need to take accountability, to learn about investment, to say, I'm not a victim. I'm going to go out there and be great. I make choices for my life. Nobody is making choices for me because it's 2025 after all. Now, I hope that you just don't take this because you're programmed to be angry. I hope that you listen genuinely because I truly believe that we can be the greatest country because we are the melting pot. We have so many different people, so many different experiences. In my time when I was in the program of getting sober, meeting so many different people, I realized that we are Americans. It's not the color of the skin, it's the content of your character at the end of the day. Together we stand, divided we fall.
Oh, oh Lord. Oh Lord, did he really just say that? Did he really, really just say what I think this guy just said? I can't believe it. It says it's not about that. It's about the content of your character. There's some more clips that I want to play, to be very honest with you, but I'm kind of cautious of the way YouTube has been tripping. About it. But let me ask y'all this question as I'm getting off here, because I don't even want to risk my thing messing up again. I don't want to risk that. But I do want to show y'all some other things real quick. And I want to ask y'all a question. Very important question. Would you guys, for a little bit, everybody got to be brief with it, but I'm kind of tempted to open up the phone lines and I want to get y'all opinion on the Super Bowl. I want to get y'all opinion on that. So would you guys want to call in? If you guys want to call in, put the phone emoji in the chat room. And if I get enough phone emojis and I'm feeling the vibe here, then I will definitely, I'll open up the phone lines. It depends. It depends if y'all want to call in. If y'all don't, that's fine. We've had technical issues already, so I can understand. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I wouldn't feel no type of way. But if y'all do, y'all just let me know and I'll hook that up. I will set that up for sure. Let me see something. Oh, well, nope. I don't want to see that. Let me see. Oh, hold on. What the hell? Hold on. Okay. Oh, I turned that off. That's why. Okay, I look like we got a couple phone lines on. It looked like we got a couple of that. So that's cool. That's cool. So you know what? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up the phone lines right now, and I think I'm gonna allow you guys to call in, and I want to ask you guys a couple of questions. Before we call in, I want everybody to understand, please do not call in on no janky Bluetooth. I don't want y'all to call in and y'all got the phone on speaker and you're across the room because then people can't hear you. If you call in, you can listen in on the phone. Do not call in and you're listening on the TV because there's a delay. So we're going to hear me before you hear me. Listen on the phone, okay? Because we do that a lot and people don't, people still tripping about it. You know what I'm saying? So let's not do that. Let's do it the right way. Lord, okay. And I'm not going to be able to be on for very long because I got some things I got to handle. All right. Got some things I have to handle. What the hell? Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Y'all give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. I got to set that because I'm on a different browser. So I got to set this up real quick. Okay. All right. So the phone lines should be open in a few minutes. Let me just show host, put it as many people there as possible. Okay. Copy that. It's different when you're using a different browser. I was using Google Chrome and then Google Chrome kept freezing on me. So I had to go back to this other browser. Now that, it's slower. That's why I use Chrome anyway. But, the other browser wasn't working. So I had to do the other thing. Okay, hold on for 1 second. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. Lord have mercy. I appreciate the fact that y'all are doing this and y'all stick with me through the hard times, through the ups and the downs of everything. The ones who do, because some of y'all just jump ship the second we had technical issues, and that's not cool. But y'all, you know, the ones who stick with me, I appreciate y'all. I really, really do. The number, let me put the number on the screen. The number is 949-381-0044. It is 949-381-0044. So call in to that number and we will discuss the halftime Super Bowl show. And I want to hear y'all opinion. And we already got people calling in right now. So here we go. Caller from, let me click the thing. Caller from area code 304. You're on live. What is your name and where are you calling from? Oh,
hey, Afro, this Miss Nixie.
Oh my God. All right. That's what I meant to do. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, Afro, this Miss Nixie from West Virginia.
Yeah, what's going on, Miss Nisi? Miss Nisi, Sister Nisi, how you feeling?
I'm fine. I watched the performance on YouTube, on NFL YouTube today.
Uh-huh.
And my favorite part, personally, I watched the whole performance more than once. But I like how he teased the song before he performed it. When they played that quick intro to the song, not like us.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I love the performance. I also saw the hidden meaning in all the songs he performed. White America, it went over their head, but they know what it is. They don't want to own it. That's my opinion.
And I agree with that. And one of the things, first off, I did think it was pretty good that he teased the song, you know, because there was a controversy if he was going to play the song because of the lawsuit. I also think that they get it. White America understands way more than what they imply that they do. So they'll be all like, I didn't understand any of the words. White people go to Kendrick Lamar concerts all the time. They understand that. It's just that they didn't like the messaging behind it. Now, if he was out there rapping about how much money he got, if he was out here rapping about nonsense, they would have vibed with it. But the fact that it was a message that made them feel uncomfortable, that's when I don't, that's not my type of music. I don't like it. So yeah, that's the reason. That's the real reason.
Well, for one, let's be honest, and I'm going to speak it. White folks revel in debauchery, fuckery, excuse my French. But they thrive in that shit. And because Kendrick stands 10 toes down for foundational Black Americans, they were pissed. They know their treachery, and they know their time is up.
Mm-hmm.
And I stand on that, and I'm going to land there. Be blessed, baby.
Appreciate you. Thank you so very much, Nisi. Thank you so very much. Okay, we're going to get to the next caller. Caller from area code 707. You're on live. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
What's up, Afro? This is Chris. Calling from Harrisburg, PA, brother. How you feeling?
Chris, what's on your mind, brother?
Hey, listen, let me just say this, right? I think a lot of tethers, when they look at Drake, and I might be crazy for saying this, but I think a lot of tethers, when they look at guys like Drake or Patrick Mahomes or one of them, and I think the reason why those two dudes resonate with them, because when tethers come over here to the United States of America, you know, the first thing they want to do, they want to be divestors and swerve. So when they look at Drake and kids, when they look at guys like Drake, they think of their kids. You follow me, Afro?
Mm-hmm.
I think they look at them like, okay, like a relative, like you know how when these tethers from Africa or the Caribbean come over here and then they want to go get a white girl or a white guy and then they have babies, they come out looking like Drake. I think that's part of the reason why those why guys like Drake resonate with them. And the other thing I'm gonna say is the performance was fire. I think it went over a lot of people's heads. And I think that They Not Like Us song, I think that kind of like resonates with people depending on where you're from and what your ideology is. For instance, I think the They Not Like Us song is very hot on the West Coast. I think it's a very hot West Coast song. Most people that I know that don't like the song, they're like more like, they can't feel that, that West Coast sound. It just doesn't resonate with them. Also, I think people on the B1 side of things love the song. Like guys like us on the FBA B1 side of things, we love the song and we love the performance. For one, this performance, he wasn't dissing nobody. He did straight, but he wasn't really like, I don't think he was dissing the President of the United States per se. I think he was pretty much, was more focused on the performance itself in terms of like, talking about the FBA heritage of the FBA pro black song. And one more thing I want to say before I hang up. They say that a lot of people in New Orleans or in the state of Louisiana did not like that Kendrick got to perform over Lil Wayne. I think that also depends on who you ask as well, because a lot of folks down there in the state of Louisiana that's on the B1 side of things, the FBA side of things, I think they're happy that he got the spot in the Super Bowl halftime show. I think a lot of people that don't like Kendrick Lamar from Louisiana, I'm gonna be real with you, a lot of them are some off-code Negroes. That's just my opinion, because Weezy, as much as I love him, he's kind of off-code. Talking about there's no such thing as racism and all that. And I think a lot of my Louisiana folks down there that's on the B1 side of things, they look at that and be like, okay, well, Kendrick deserves that spot anyway. I don't want to say too much, though. You can weigh in on what I just said, but I'm going to go ahead and hang up. Certified salute, FBA all day.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. I'm going to be honest. A lot of people were saying stuff. I've heard people imply that it should have been Lil Wayne. Listen, Lil Wayne is not what he used to be. I've seen a lot of recent videos where Lil Wayne's come out and Lil Wayne's kind of mumbling like he forgets his lyrics. And he doesn't have a choreograph. Like, this is the Super Bowl. You're not just out there performing. You're performing. You got to dance. You got to act. You got to do stuff like that. You got a time where you're going to look at which camera and everything. Current modern day Lil Wayne could not have put that on. And very much so, he couldn't have put that cultural significance. Like, this was more than just a performance. This was also a very deep-rooted message that a lot of people can break down. Lil Wayne wouldn't have even attempted to do that. Lil Wayne, according to Lil Wayne, he don't see color. He's like, hey, I'm a rich black man. Y'all remember Lil Wayne saying that? Lil Wayne wouldn't have put nothing on like that if he would have performed that well at all, being honest. So it would, like I said before, when I did my podcast episode about it, it would have been a bad idea to have Lil Wayne up there doing that. That's my opinion on it. But let's get to the next caller. Caller from area code 914. You're on live. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, my name is Lisa. I'm calling from Yonkers, New York. I saw what I saw last night. The man literally walked the dog. I mean, he literally told you what it was. Period. From start to finish. And it was cultural. It was our culture. And you're talking about Lil Wayne versus a Kendrick Lamar. Remember, Kendrick Lamar is a very learned man. So before he even hits the stage, or even before he even said anything out of his mouth, you know what I'm saying? He's going to say something, that's going to perk your ear. He's going to go into some history for you, or on you. And also, Kendrick is a spiritual man. Just that true. He's spiritual. So at the end of the day, I thought his performance was fantastic. I don't think it was for the average white person, even though a lot of people talking about, I don't know what he was talking about. I didn't understand what he was saying. But it's their kids that go see him. Because goddamn, let's just be honest, we can't afford it. I'll land there.
Oh, yeah. And here's the thing. They were going to make that complaint. The only song that Kendrick performed that people didn't know about was it was the first song he played. I don't know what it's called. Where he was like Body for Body or something like that. He hasn't officially released that song on his last album. Everything else we've had for a couple of months. He has his album. He had his album out for a couple of months. most people, if you know he's going to be performing at the Super Bowl and this is the songs that he's most likely going to be performing, then yeah, you should listen to those songs. There's always going to be a performer who has some songs that people don't know about. This is the first time I didn't know that song. I don't listen to that. I don't listen to Shakira. I don't listen to J-Lo. I don't know their songs like that. They were out here performing songs I didn't know about. You know, Maroon 5 out here performing songs I didn't know about. Katy Perry out here performing songs I didn't know about. They don't complain then, but they're complaining when it comes to Kendrick. So let's not even play that game. Let's not even do that. But thank you. I appreciate your call.
Right, because they didn't want the message was killing them.
Oh yeah.
They knew it was.
Oh yeah.
The message itself was just killing them.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Mr. Elite. Have a good one.
Thank you. You too, sister. Thank you. All right, let's get to the next caller. We got caller from area code 440. You're on live. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Afro Elite. This is Jay from Northeast Ohio. Can you hear me?
Hey, brother. What's on your mind?
Hey, what's happening? What's happening? I really enjoyed the performance. It was creative, had a lot of energy. And you know, I don't know if you per se or me, but you know, like I said, you know, definitely your older uncles or whatever, they could tell you that Kendrick Lamar is probably on par with Public Enemy was back in the 80s and Tupac back in the 90s. He's this version's level of that. So, and I think he, you know, did a great job. You know, it was a lot of energy. Plus they had Brandy out there. She did a little singing too. The choreography, you know, dances was good. You know, Samuel L. Jackson had his little twist to it too. And like I said, it was a message. He did say 48 inches in the mule, which some people can interpret as reparations. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much that's what he said. Kendrick really doesn't hide what he be saying sometimes, you know. And the song "They Not Like Us," you know, was sung. You know, everybody knows that. I think, you know, there's a few songs most people weren't familiar with, unless they really are Kendrick Lamar fan. But like I said, he won 5 Grammys the other week. So he was very necessary, you know, and, you know, had a #1 album and a #1 song for weeks and months. So, you know, like I said, he was very much necessary, you know. And, you know, I got respect for Lil Wayne, but like you said, Lil Wayne is not on his level, especially not now, you know. And Kendrick Lamar, he deserved the platform. He's the hottest artist. He's hotter, as, you know, our grandparents would say, hotter than fish grease right now. And he was there. He performed. And he, a lot of people liked it. Now, like I said, that good old boy crowd, you know, probably didn't. But, you know, we going to expect haters from that side. They used to expect country music. A lot of people did not understand country music. Even some white people or other nationalities didn't understand that music or rock and roll. But like I said, within the last 10 years, they've been very diverse with the music. And they got an artist that was pertaining to the under 50 crowd. And he performed nicely, and it was a good performance. In my view.
I think so.
That's pretty much what I got. Yeah. So, you know, and I said 120 million people looked at it. So, you know, unless you're a hater, you know, unless you just got preconceived notions at first, you know, they enjoyed it. And he did a good job.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And I appreciate it. And thank you for your call. I think he did. And whether you like really are into like deep stuff like that, this is what the culture is feeling right now. This is what people wanted from Kendrick. Okay.
Right.
I mean, people who are Kendrick fans, they wanted like some type of message to it. They wanted more than a performance to the Super Bowl. All right. And we got to acknowledge it is Black History Month, you know.
Exactly.
So this
right.
I think the timing is very important, and this will age well. That's what I believe.
Exactly. So, you know, yeah. So thanks for taking my call, you know, and have a good day.
Thank you.
Good night.
Appreciate the call. Appreciate the call. All right. Let's get to the next caller. Caller from area code 281. You're on live. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Afro? This is Larry from Houston, Texas. I was born in Louisiana, man, and I didn't hear too many people Louisiana people complaining about. What's that? I didn't hear too many Louisiana people complaining about the concert, but I liked it. It wasn't for everybody. That was just straight Black empowerment. That's all it was. And That's all I got to say.
Okay. So Louisiana really wasn't tripping like that. That's cool. I mean, you did have some people online. Little Boosie said something about it. Skip Bailiff said something about it.
Skip Bayless.
Yeah, Skip Bailiff said something about it.
The dude that keep bragging about a junior high school championship, huh?
Man, listen, all I know is the performance that we got, we would have never been able to get if it was anybody else. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think there's a single artist alive today that would have even thought to put the type of messaging and the type of choreography, the fact that he had half the people in white and half the people in red, and then some of the people in blue representing the American flag, and then not only representing the American flag, representing what it is to be a Black American, representing Uncle Tom really coming in with this like oppressive overseer force, like, hey, this is what America don't want. You can't be like that. Can't be too loud. Can't be too rambunctious. Can't be too ghetto. This is not what you're supposed to be doing. Be a good boy and say yes, sir, and be quiet. And the fact that there was, to a degree, really a rebellion against that, you know, that was very significant. The fact that all of the people there were Black, that's very significant. No other I don't think there was another I would say rapper, but performer at all that would have even have thought to do it like that. Not alive today.
That's his shtick. I mean, the first time he was on the Grammys, bro, I thought he was never gonna come back because that was worse than the Super Bowl. That was way worse than the Super Bowl because it was white people in that order with their mouth wide open. They want to clap their hand, but then I clap, they just standing there. I'm like, damn, they shocked. I'm like, he done spooked the whole fucking audience. I'm like, he's never coming back. And they invite him back again. They just like punishment. They like punishment.
Yeah. Let's be honest. And they think that anything political, especially when he brings up the 40 acres and the mule, he said this is bigger than 40 acres and a mule. It's bigger than the music. He said this 40 acres and a mule is bigger than the music, right? White people don't like that.
Right.
Because that implies reparations when he says that. That goes all the way back to slavery when he says that. White people don't like that. Even the fact that he had, a lot of people might have missed it, even the fact that the stages were shaped as PlayStation buttons. You had the triangle, the X.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Square. The fact that he did that and that each song was going to different buttons on a game. How Samuel L. Jackson about this is, if you guys didn't notice that, I can't play it, of course, don't want to risk the channel, but when Samuel L. Jackson came out, the first thing he said, because he said something first, this is the great American game. After he says that, then you have Kendrick Lamar on the car doing the I forgot the name of the song. I think there's not GNX, it's the song he didn't release. All of the people coming out of the car, that stuff is well put together. And it showed that we are American, but we're still living under a system, and which is what Samuel L. Jackson was really embodying in this message. Is Samuel L. Jackson embodied in the message really the system of white supremacy? If we're going to be very honest, this is the character that Samuel L. Jackson is supposed to be representing. Uncle Sam. That's the character he's supposed to be representing. And Kendrick is representing Black America in this. Kendrick is representing people who are told to be quiet, to be complacent, to go along with the get along, not to make too much noise. And Kendrick is essentially showing rebellious and being rebellious to that. He's showing rebellion to that message, as well as not to do it to distance himself from the country of America, but he's representing America in a way that is anti the system of white supremacy. It's very deep.
Yeah.
Very deep.
Very deep. I'm gonna land my plane, man. Let somebody else get on, bro. Well, keep up a good job, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I try. I do what I can. Thank you, brother. Appreciate your call.
No problem.
But yeah. Well, yeah, I want if we could go back and look at some of the stuff, man. When we look at everything he did, even when he did the thing with Scissor, when he did with Scissor, whatever, which, like I said, I think they make good songs. I think they make good music together. I think they do really good collabs, in my personal opinion. When he did that thing with Scissor and they were out there performing, the crowd was kind of vibing with it because when Scissor and Kendrick perform, they perform a more kind of calm, less rebellious, less, songs together. And then right after that, Kendrick kind of breaks away. I think after he did that, he broke away with the song DNA, which is a song that we can resonate with when it comes to royalty in your DNA and really righteousness, really in your DNA. We can relate to that. There's a whole lot of people who are not like us who can't relate to that. I'm going to be very honest. The people who don't like this, they're not like us. I'm going to say something else too. Even when Serena, when she's out there crip walking, a lot of people felt like, oh, why are you glorifying gang culture? You're glorifying gang culture. Well, crip walking is a dance. Let's just be real. Crip walking is a dance. That is what it is. She didn't throw up no gang sets. She didn't put up no imaginary gun and start busting at nobody. It is a dance. It's named crip walking. But let's be honest, crip walking, if we're going to really go into the history of it, crip walking has origins that predate the actual Bloods and Crips. Do you guys not know that? And it is Black American origins, but we were doing because it's the dance, the evolution of it turned into crip walking, but kind of the stepping to the side and all that stuff we've been doing. You can go look in black and white videos of us dancing similar to what is now known as crip walking. So we've really been, it's a deeper part of our culture than literally just the Crips, so, and especially in Compton, that is really the dance of Compton. So I wasn't surprised or turned off or anything like that by the fact that she did it. I understand this is a part of her culture and Kendrick's culture. And it was probably a diss to Drake because she did date Drake for a little bit. But I don't think it was, she did it because, I hate Drake. I think it was a fact that Compton culture is going to be on the Super Bowl stage and she wanted to partake in that. That's how I think it went. Let me get to the next caller. Caller from area code 312. You're on live. What is your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, what's up, Afro? This is CRU. Reality. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you kind of was loud and then you kind of turned, like, volume went down.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me good? Can you hear me good now?
I got you.
Okay. Yeah, I was just gonna say, man, that was a great show by Kendrick. You're doing great content. Holler at me if you need me to look at your computer. But anyway, keep up the great content, and I land there.
Appreciate you, brother. I'm definitely gonna have to get this computer thing. I'm trying not to be upset about it. I'm definitely gonna have to get this computer thing straightened out. I really am. But thank you. I appreciate your call. I appreciate that.
All right, peace, bro.
All right, peace. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, I'm not planning on keeping this up. Yeah. A lot of people, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. A lot of people upset about it, and then when you think about it, they was gonna hate either way. They were gonna be upset either way. You know what? I wasn't planning on being too long with it because I got some stuff I gotta take care of, or whatever the case is. So I think we might wrap up the phone lines now. Or I'm gonna give the phone lines an extra 5 minutes. I'm gonna read the super chats. When I'm done with the super chats, if I don't have anybody else on the line, then I'm gonna wrap it up. All right. If I have a lot of more people on the line, then I'm gonna stay. But otherwise, I'm gonna wrap it up shortly. Hurricane says, "Empowerment coach my ass. He clearly for white empowerment, especially after assuming Kendrick is a Democrat. Racist much. Exactly. Why would you assume Kendrick is a Democrat? Kendrick didn't say anything to diss Republicans or to promote the Democrats. So anybody who's not colorblind, any black person who's not like, I don't see race at all, any black person who's not bucking their eyes for some butter biscuits is a Democrat. And black Democrat is a code word for black people who are not a Sambo or Uncle Sam. We might start using that. Actually, I think we should start using that. We got Uncle Tom's, but I think we should actually start using the term Uncle Sam as a reference. I think we should. I think we should start using that. Then he says, if this ain't fragility, then what is? I mean, I'm talking about it is. It absolutely is fragility. It absolutely is. Let me let the number sit up there for a little bit. Actually, nah. We've had our time. We've had people call in. It's cool. It's cool. We'll get the number off here, actually. I don't want no more technical issues. Let me just close all these tabs. Don't want no more technical issues to pop up. Yeah, we could have had a lot more people if we didn't have any technical issues. Phyllis says, how about taking all of the black players out of the NFL and leave only white players in the game? Let's see what white folks would say then. Let's be honest. Now, white people don't mind black people playing for their entertainment, risking their safety, risking their bodies, risking their health for their entertainment. But when it comes to performance, you got to have white performers then? Okay. And DEI, how do you know that maybe there were white people who applied and they were just not qualified? Y'all said y'all wanted to get rid of DEI. Y'all wanted to get rid of handouts. Well, maybe there was no white people who were just qualified enough for the position. It's about merit, okay? You have to qualify. You can't get in just because of your color. We can't do that. No, we can't just let you in because of your color. Can we? No, we can't do that. No. You got to qualify. Maybe he wanted there to be some white or non-black people there. Maybe he did, and maybe they just didn't qualify for that. Who knows? We can't assume anything. Maybe Kendrick doesn't see race, but coincidentally, only the black people qualify for it. I mean, what can you say? We don't know. Seems kind of likely to me. Alpha Male Pimp Network says Seawalk came out of potluck dance in Fresno, California in the 70s. Okay. And then he says, correction, the 1950s. I was about to be like, I'm sure it came a little bit before that. Yeah, Crip walking, sea walking, that came, the origins of that predate the actual Crips and the Bloods and all of that stuff. So the origins of Crip walking, and the reason why people do it is because it's a cultural dance. It's just named Crip walking. You don't actually have to be associated with Crips. You don't have to condone gang violence. None of that stuff. And nobody was saying doing a Crip walk is condoning gang violence when Taylor Swift was doing the shit. Didn't mean to curse. When Taylor Swift was doing it, it wasn't condoning gang violence. It wasn't inappropriate. Nobody was like, oh my God, there's kids watching you, Taylor. How could you do such a thing? Nobody said that when Taylor did it. But when Serena does it, oh my God, you're a mother. Oh my God, you're glorifying gang violence. This is toxic. No, okay. No. So like we're not doing that. We're not doing that. The whole thing, and this is why we have to understand our culture. And I'm actually glad. Because let me be honest. If some white people were on stage and they did Crip walking, then it would have been a weird, nobody would have had an issue with it. The fact that black people did it, now you got people all like, yo, that's gang violence, that's whatever. No. It's not. It's not gang violence at all. Okay? It's absolutely not. Like I said, I enjoyed Kendrick's performance. I did. I enjoyed that. I think it was culturally significant. Now, there were some more clips and stuff like that I wanted to play, but my laptop has just decided not to cooperate with me this evening. But I think we made the best of it. I really do think we did. Even the shout out that he gave to Mustard, I thought that that was a really good show of brotherhood and the fact that he appreciates what Mustard did. Because Kendrick could have easily just took the spotlight. You don't ever see nobody get their producers and beat makers on the stage with them unless their beat maker is bigger than them. That's the only time, which would pretty much be Dr. Dre or maybe like what, Kanye West or something. But Mustard's not bigger or even have, just the Mustard, he's not bigger than Kendrick, but Kendrick still brought him on there. He did a few songs with SZA. He's bigger than SZA. He brought her on there. Nobody expected Serena Williams to come up there. And I even think that him inviting Samuel L. Jackson and the role that he played, I think that that was very cool and significant. And I like to see that. Overall, I feel like the culture, the people who are here, the people who are locked in, the people who understand the message, I think that we all really resonated with it. I fully enjoyed it. I really did. Let me look at the poll. Let me see how you guys are feeling about this situation. Look at that real quick. As well as the fact that I got to make a couple of announcements. I do have to make a couple of announcements real fast. Let's see what we're looking at. Did you love it? So we at 84%. Did you love it? It's at 84%. Oh, that's significant, y'all. Let me get this off the screen. That's pretty significant. And I'm going to be honest. The colors that we are using, the fact that we've essentially delineated, I think that this performance is also a good sign of delineation. Because he could have used other colors, but he used these colors to represent us in our history, our unique lineage. Because he understands that, something that Drake wouldn't understand, something that a lot of other rappers and performers wouldn't understand. He understands the cultural significance of this. And now you're seeing more Black Americans using the colors, but we're using those colors. We're using these colors right here in a different context than how these colors used to be used in the past. We're not using these colors or repping these colors. I hope you guys don't be confused with the fact that when we wear these colors, we're not wearing these colors and saying, I don't see race, I don't see racism, I've never been a slave, white people have been nice to me. We've never done that. We're repping these colors in a show of significance and actual ownership. We're repping these colors as a sense of belonging. We're not repping these colors as a sense of wanting to belong, wanting to sit at the seat, a seat on the table, wanting to sit there. We're repping these colors because our people, our ancestors died. The red, in the red, white, and blue, the red is blood of our ancestors, not theirs, not hers, not his, not his. It is ours. It's not these immigrants' ancestors. It's not these European ancestors. This is our ancestors. The white and the blue, these represent certain things. White, the purity of what America claims that it is about, it represents the potential that this country could be, that the world could be. Okay? When you look at the blue and you look at peace and you look at harmony and stuff like that and lovingness, that represents what we do. The peace that we have made, the strides that we have made, the intelligence that we have made, all of these things, you can look at these things in a very different way, which is why I really liked, and I think that was probably my favorite part of it, is I really like the fact that he used those colors, but he still decided to use those colors and to show that there still is an oppressive system. Because too often when we've seen these colors be used by an artist or a celebrity, they use these colors in the context of, hey, I'm an American, I'm not black. Okay, I'm not black, I'm OJ. They use it in that type of context. They use it in the context of, hey, I'm rich, I made it, I don't want to talk about race no more, it's all good and gone. But no, let's use it in a context, in a for real, realistic context, to show that, yeah, there is two different Americas. There is a white America and there is a black America. We still love America in a different way. We still appreciate this country and this land, and we still see greatness in it, despite that you guys might see it differently. We want things to improve, but we want things to improve in a very different direction. But our love for this country is still rich and deep, if in fact deeper than anybody else's, because nobody else has their ancestral blood in this land but us. Nobody else gets that but us. Nobody else gets the pain, the love-hate relationship from this country but us. Nobody has a better right to claim this but us. Let's be real. Let's feel what we're saying when we say that. Okay, I don't want you to just think about it. I want you to feel it. I want us to be tapped in. I want us to be locked in when we say these things. And the reason why, let's be honest, the reason why the song Not Like Us connected with so many people is because we understood the fact that we've been lumped in with everybody and their mom, and the fact that we've been lumped in, the fact that people have been saying that we're immigrants, that America was built by immigrants, the fact that we're everybody and everybody is just like us. We understand that's not the case, and they are not like us. To us, not like us might mean something differently than somebody in the West Coast. But like I said, colors can mean different things to different people. Words can mean different things to different people. Messages can mean different things to different people. And when he said not like us, we resonated with that, not because we didn't all like Drake, even though most of us felt some type of way about the way Drake been moving, but it was bigger than just the rap beef for us. The Not Like Us song, that didn't become an anthem because we didn't like Drake or because the song is catchy. It meant something with it. Just like this Super Bowl, it means something with it. It has significance to it. So the people who are upset about this, yeah, they don't get it, and they were not really supposed to. Kendrick, they say Kendrick is a niche artist. Kendrick has messages for certain groups of people, and I think that that's fine. I think that it's better, actually, that Kendrick still stayed to who Kendrick Lamar is. He still stayed to that. He didn't say, okay, I'm on this big stage, let me make this universal, which he could have. Let me make this thing acceptable for everybody. I want everybody to love it. I want to water my message down, water it down so everybody can feel comfortable. He says there are people who are not going to get this. There are people who are going to get this. There's people who are not going to love it. There's people who are going to love it. But I'm going to do it anyway. And I respect that. I respect that he stayed essentially to who Kendrick was. He didn't make no corporate whitewashed version of these songs. Still diss Drake. Smiled at the camera when he did it. Damn. And I know Drake was salty about that. But this is why people like us resonated with this. This is why. All right. So people can be upset. People can be upset. Oh, let me get to this other super chat from Hurricane. Says, I know the calls were short, but we need to make it without that one egregious call. Oh yeah. That dude wasn't going to call in and say nothing. He wasn't going to do nothing. But this is why, y'all. And we should feel pride, but a different sense of pride, because what this flag means, what these colors mean, they mean something different. And as a matter of fact, they mean something more righteous to us. They mean something more holy to us. They mean something deeper to us than they do to the white supremacists. When they see red, white, and blue, they see white superiority, which is why they can invade and have an insurrection on the Capitol, because they don't really believe in these colors. They will burn the flag quicker than we will, because this flag really means their superiority. If they feel like this flag doesn't represent their superiority, to hell with the flag, to hell with the government, to hell with the system. We don't believe in that. When we see this flag, we see pain, but we can see the diamond in the rough, really. We see whether we like it or not, we're here. Whether we like it or not, we are American. Whether we like it or not, we built this country. Were our people forced to build the country? Unfortunately, our people were. Our ancestors were forced to build this country. That's the unfortunate truth of the situation. They still built it. And there's nothing you can say to change that. They still built it. There's nothing you can do to change the fact that it wouldn't be here if it wasn't for us. Let's be honest. So I understand why many of our people for the longest time had this hatred of America. But let's not look at it as a hatred of America. Let's clear things out and look at it more of a hatred of the system of white supremacy that completely engulfs the world. It's not one country. Now, America may be the heart of it. America may be the center of it, but it's a global thing that pre-exists America. So we should have love for what can be, what has been built, and what can further be built. America, our contributions to America, us fighting for rights that all these other countries copied after we fought and established them. The inventions that all of the world utilized after we built and fought for, okay? A lot of stuff we didn't get credit for because we couldn't get patents at the time, but we invented all of these other things that everybody else in the world is using now. America has really evolved the planet Earth, and we are the ones who created that. I want us to really understand, foundational Black Americans, we've really evolved the planet. We don't get enough credit for what we've done. But without us, the whole world would be a much darker place. Would be a much different place than it is now. Even if it wasn't for slavery, which boosted the economy of all these other foreign nations, which made America so rich in all that. Even if it wasn't for that, these countries will still be in squalor and poor and destitute and in poverty. That's what these countries and most of these people would still be living like, with famine and starvation and these things. That's what they would still be living like had it not been for us. Had it not been for us, whether we wanted to do it or not. And I want us to really resonate with that. Doesn't matter if we wanted to do it or not. We did it. And it's about time we got credit for that. It's about time that we start paying homage to our ancestors who died in this country, not Africa. No shade to Africa. No shade. But we are different in a good way, in a loving way. In a connected way. We are connected, but we are not the same. Some things can be connected, some things can be tied, but they are not the same thing. So this isn't a diss to them, but this is saying that it's about time, finally about time, that we recognize who we are and what we done in the claim of our land that we are indigenous to. All right? It's about time. Now, I definitely want to get to, hold on, we got some super chats, and I want to get to the super chats. Let me get to them real fast. Let me get to Dano. Shout out to Dano. Appreciate you, Dano, for the super chat. Thank you so very much. Let me get to Sean. Appreciate you, Sean. Thank you so very much, Sean. So, yeah, and it makes a lot of people mad. It makes them mad. It makes them furious. I didn't get it. This isn't what America needs. They don't want us to recognize who we are. They don't. And they see it because they know who we are. But they've been telling us that we don't know who we are, or we're not who we really are. All right. That's what they've been telling us. So when they see that we're starting to recognize who we are and our claim to this land and our claim to this country and our claim to reparations, anything that remotely resembles that or implies that, they're like, I don't really like it. It's not my taste. I don't really understand it. Yeah, because when he said 40 acres and a mule, that made y'all uncomfortable because y'all don't like to hear that. And let me tell you, they used to like to hear it. They used to. They didn't have a problem with it before. Before, when they said 40 acres and a mule, and it was and when they said 40 acres and a mule, when they said slavery, when they said all of these things, and they said, oh, y'all niggas never gonna get anything. We did this to y'all, but you know what? Get over it. But now when they bring up 40 acres and a mule, they know, oh, here comes the reparations conversation again. Anything that slightly implies, oh, a reparations conversation is coming back, then they don't like it. Anything that implies that we're not going to go along with the status quo, that the status quo of us turning the other cheek or us trying to assimilate, us trying to be friends with you guys, us trying to sit down at the same lunch counter. That America is gone. That status quo is gone. That culture and that desire is gone. It's over with now. Now we're coming for what was taken from us. So anything that slightly reminds them of that, they're going to be opposed to it. And it's good that we keep showing that to them. Doesn't matter if they like it or not. And I'm glad that Kendrick was brave enough to understand that there was going to be people who did not like at all what he had to say. At all. There were going to be people who were upset and didn't like that whatsoever. But he still did it. Still did it. And I respect that. I do. What's up, Torian? How you doing, brother? Now, I got some things I got to handle, family. Also, want to make a very important special announcement. And I told you guys last time I'm putting more things on the For the Culture channel. Guess why? Mod, actually, Hurricane, can you put the For the Culture channel link into the chat room? Can you put the For the Culture channel link in the chat room? Is Nisi still up here? Either Hurricane or Nisi. Is Nisi still up? I ain't seen her in a minute. One of y'all, Nino is here. Shout out to Nino. He might be able to do it. But yeah, we have filmed some more episodes. This time it's not a long episode, but we filmed a series of episodes of For the Culture. Okay, me and Zizi. Shout out to Zizi. We were here in Chicago this past weekend, handling business, filming everything. So everything is coming together. Everything we're getting all that stuff chopped up. Great camera quality, great everything. The For the Culture thing is still moving the way it's supposed to be moving. Also, there's going to be additional things, not just the episodes, not just even my audios of the TikToks and everything like that, which some people still like. So we're still going to be doing that as well. But there are also going to be more additional like live streams and premieres and all of that stuff. Oh yeah, she was in Chicago. And we made sure that we got some decent episodes of the For the Culture taken care of. All right. So shout out to her, getting that stuff chopped up and getting that stuff together and all that stuff. So it's coming. We wanted to do it for Black History Month. Wanted to make sure that gets done for Black History Month. All of that. All right. All of it. So Hurricane just put the link in the chat room. I'm going to put the link in the comments section. So I want y'all to be ready when that link comes up. When this link comes up, I need you guys to go ahead and pre-like it. This thing got to have like 100 pre-likes, okay? A bunch of pre-likes, all right? I need y'all to like that so we can start. The For the Culture is really going to start blowing up. We already mapped out the plan. I'm going to make sure things are done on a consistent basis on this channel and on that channel. So I'm telling you, it's 2025. We are hitting the ground rolling. I need everybody to lock in with me on this. All right. Look into my eyes, my soul when I tell you this. Lock in with me, family. Lock in with me. We are going to go through a whole lot of stuff. It's going to be a hard road ahead. It's going to be a lot of ups and downs. But at the end of the day, we're going to make it to the damn promised land. I tell you, brothers and sisters, we're going to make it. Us together. So I need y'all to lock in. But make sure that you guys have locked in here first by making sure that you guys follow me on my various social media platforms, which is Afro Elite on Instagram and then the Afro Elite on Twitter. More importantly, brothers and sisters, make sure that you guys hit that like button. All right. We should have a lot of likes. Even though we had technical issues, I know a lot of people left. A lot of people probably ain't come back. And I'm going to do something about this laptop situation. I'm definitely going to do something about that. Don't know what happened, but it's okay. We're going to handle it. I guarantee you, we're going to handle that. Make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel. All right. Let me know what you guys think about the Super Bowl performance, the messaging behind it. Let me know what you guys even think about the American flag. Let me know that in the comments section below. Also, hit that notification bell. Just do it. And make sure you hit it. But just do it because you already know that they be playing games as you've seen tonight. You already know what they be on, but it's okay because we adapt. We adjust like foundational Black Americans do. We always do that. So y'all make sure y'all do that. All right. Y'all make sure of that. All right. So now with that being said, brothers and sisters, be one to every single last one of you all. Y'all have a good one. I appreciate you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys for staying. Y'all have a good one. Y'all stay blessed, family.